Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am gonna do stew beef, and this is the brisket. So this is fresh beef. So what I'm gonna do now is to cut it into bite sizes, as well as to clean up the beef by removing these things like so. Put that one side. You don't want that we eat. Clean it up as much as possible, and then cut it into this size, bite size, because it's gonna be stew. So after I finish cutting the beef, then I'm gonna wash it with vinegar and water, put it to drain, and then come back. Okay, people, so the beef is cut up, clean up, wash with vinegar and water, and then drain, and then I'm ready to season it. So it's in a container, and first thing I am gonna add is the salt. I don't know, probably that is half teaspoon. And I am gonna use some Maggi all-purpose. And I am gonna use some Lawry's seasoned salt. This one is no MSG. I love it. Right, love it. Some Cajun seasoning, smoked paprika. You can use the normal paprika if you have that. Complete seasoning. And these are the spices that I'm gonna use. I am also gonna add a little bit of dried herb, which is rosemary dry herb. And I love this brand, right? I love this brand. I am also gonna add around half a teaspoon of pimento powder, or you can crush the fresh pimento, like the pimento seed. I have the pimento seed, but I can't bother crush it now. A lot of Jamaicans use the pimento seeds and not the pimento powder. So what I'm gonna do is to just rub in the spices. So okay everyone, I am gonna add onion. So I basically chop the onion. Doesn't matter right now. So these two peppers are called banana peppers. They are more for flavor than for eat. So I'm using two. Okay, so this one is called chocolate pepper. It is very hot, but it is not flavorful at all. It's just hot with no flavor. So I'm gonna add peas because it is hot, very hot with no flavor. And I want the beef to be spicy, but I want it to have some form of peppery taste. Not spicy, but peppery taste. And I'm also using 2 cloves garlic. So because it is beef, right? So you know it have to cook for a period of time, probably 1.5 hours or 2 hours. So I'm not gonna add any scallion and thyme to it at this time. I'm gonna wait until it is partially cooked, and then I put the scallion and the thyme. You know, put some fresh seasoning in it because it go boil, 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 and boil out all a little seasoning. So when it is partially cooked, I am gonna add the scallion, the thyme, and just the scallion and the thyme probably, and maybe piece more onion. I'm not sure about the onion, but the scallion and the thyme. The pepper is okay. I don't think it needs any more pepper. So what I'm gonna do now is to cover this, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge to marinate for like maybe an hour because it is quite early now. Yeah, so I am not gonna use any food browning, although I have food browning, but I'm not gonna use it because the color that I'm looking for, the food browning is not gonna give me that color. I want it to have like a brown caramelized kind of glaze color. That is around 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil, but you can use whatever oil you want to use. So I am gonna add around, I don't know, this is probably 3 teaspoons of brown sugar, and I'm gonna allow this to caramelize, and this is what I'm gonna use to give the beef the brown color, because I'm not gonna use the browning as I mentioned before. So as you can see, the sugar is caramelized and starts to get dark right there. So it's time to quickly add the beef. And if you want, you can use 1 teaspoon of oil, but I don't want to use 1 teaspoon of oil. So I also added the seasoning as well. So like I said before, when the beef is partially cooked, I am gonna add the scallion and the thyme. I'm gonna add some more seasoning to it basically. It's gonna take like an hour and a half or 2 hours to cook. It all depends on the texture of the beef. So you might ask me how long, when you cook yours, you might want to know how long it will take, but it depends on the texture of the beef basically. I cannot give you a direct cooking time. So what I'm gonna do now is to cover the pot and allow the beef to cook in its own juice before adding water. So no water was added to the pot, as you can see. So this water comes from the beef. So I am gonna allow it to cook in its own juice and also to develop the color. And when it starts to fry, then I'm gonna add the water. So I will show you all of that. So I'm gonna cover the pot and allow the beef to continue to cook in its own juice. So as you can see, the water dissolve and the beef starts to fry, and as you can see it changes color. So this is the color it will have, and this is the color I want. That's why I did not use the food browning. Good. So now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pour in water, but I'm not gonna cook it in a lot of water. I'm just gonna pour the water a little at a time until it is cooked. So now we pour in the water. That's about 1 cup of water, 1.5 cup of water, or 2 cups of water I pour into the meat. Now I'm gonna cover it and just gonna let it cook, and each time the water dissolves, I'm gonna keep adding water until it is partially cooked, where I am gonna add the scallion and thyme and maybe piece more onion and so forth. That the time there I will come back. Okay, let's have a look at this. So I pour water on it around 4 times, and now it is partially cooked, because the fork can go through it without force, easily, can go through it easily. So this amount of water will cook it. So what I'm going to do now is to add some more fresh herbs to it. So I'm going to add scallion and thyme and some more banana peppers, because let me say, the banana peppers don't really carry heat. It's more of a flavor. So I added this, It doesn't matter, I just pop them up. Pop up the scallion, them. You can chop them, use a knife and chop them and slice them or whatever you want to do. It don't really matter. Just use me and just pop them up. A scallion is very expensive in Jamaica right now. $600 a pound for the red stalk scallion. That is the one I like. That is the one that makes the food really, really flavorful. And the white stalk scallion is $400 a pound. But I don't like that. It's a white stalk scallion you can get overseas to buy. You can't get the red stalk scallion. If you get the red stalk scallion, you will understand what I'm talking about. It's the best scallion. Red stem scallion is the best scallion. So what I'm going to do is to cover the pot and let everything blend in, right? So this is what I'm talking about. This is the red stalk scallion. This is the scallion that I like. If I'm $1,000 a pound, I still have to buy it because of this one I like. See it there? Red stalk. It's the redness up here. Yeah, red stalk. The best scallion. The white one where you can get overseas, I don't like it. You don't have no flavor, and no food flavor. Stew beef. So I'm going to remove this from the heat now because this is finished. This is finished.